Becca. There's our Becca. Hi. She says it's time for canned cat food. Hi. Yeah. This is a rare appearance. Hi, beautiful. You're so pretty. Look at her. She's like, oh, I know I can get canned cat food if I do this. Look at you. You're getting so warmed up to us. I love it. I hope everybody gets to meet you. They all want to pet you. She's like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I clear my throat. So, I've been on this journey, actually for my whole life. But anyway, I go through different phases. And so, I was having a rough week last week and just some things kind of realizing that when I turned 53, or just aging process, I guess you could say. But anyway, nothing really crazy, just pretty typical stuff in life. And so Saturday, Rich and I took a walk through the mall, and the book store was closing, and I picked up this book. And she just put it down on the table because they were trying to get rid of the books for $1. And I started reading this book. And the night before, I had a really difficult night, just overwhelmed with thoughts and things. But I also call it refining, because God refines us to greatness, and so He can do all He wants. Anyway, so I read this book and I started realizing, wow, we have been raised in a culture, a world that's pretty much beauty sick, and so much to it. But long story short, I started realizing I was born in this, I was trained in it, I'm bombarded, and you too, everybody, all of us are. We're bombarded 24/7 with video, TV, magazines, movies, cell phones, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever we're at, everywhere we go. And we are told we're not enough all the time, because that sells. If there's somebody who has a new hairdo and I no longer have that hairdo, well, now I'm supposed to have that hairdo. Or now the big thing is, well, one of the big things is eyebrows. I never knew that you had to have certain eyebrows, but now there's certain eyebrows. I mean, it just goes on and on. You all know that. So I started reading this book, and it started making me realize, oh my goodness, this is an issue. And it was talking about the women. Many people sometimes won't even go to important events, or they'll get so upset with the way they look, or what their clothes looks like, or their hair, or they're too fat, or they're too short, or whatever it is, too much cellulite. They won't even go to events, or they'll be mad, or they'll be grumpy. I know, I've been there. I remember times I wouldn't even go anywhere because I didn't feel like I looked right. I felt frumpy. I had a zit, or I had this or that. Anyway, so I decided to do this, what would you call it? An experiment. And I started taking the mirrors off my walls, because I had a mirror in my living or dining room right behind the table, and everybody would look at themselves, you know. And we got a mirror right as you walk down the steps to go outside and go downstairs. Everybody would check out things, you know, make sure everything's okay. And I too. And then my bathroom. Every morning I woke up, I came to the bathroom, and it lied. It lied. It was always lying. Just saying I was not enough, da-da-da-da-da. And I know it's my own thoughts, and I take them captive. Sometimes I would feel defeated. I would feel guilty, ashamed, because I was even thinking like that. It's like, you know better. You know, God made you perfectly and wonderfully, and you're beautiful in Christ, and how dare you think like that, or how dare you compare yourself to others. And I did. I would beat myself up. So anyway, long story short. My daughter-in-law was here, my granddaughter was here, and they helped me take the mirror off of the bathroom because it was pretty tricky. And we all kind of were like, this is pretty cool. what would it be like to get up in the morning? Well, my granddaughter goes, but I brushed my teeth here. I gotta see. I said, you don't think you can find those teeth with that toothbrush? And she goes, yeah, you're right. And so I said, what would it be like if we got up every morning, you walk in, brush your teeth, the first thing you see is not a distorted, inaccurate picture of yourself in this glass thing that has reflection, but the reflection isn't totally pure and it's not totally accurate. It's distorted because it's distorted by what TV, movie, magazines, things have said to us, by people, the things they've said to us, our programming being raised and grown up in the family we came in. There's so many things that are distorting what's coming through the visual of it. So I took the mirror off the wall in the bathroom. My husband came home and he's like, what are you doing? And it was kind of freaky. Even for me, I was kind of like, whoa, this is kind of a trip, you know? So my granddaughter, me and her painted the wall with some primer because it was a pretty messed up wall behind it. That's probably why they put such a big mirror there. And then today she came over and she said, Nana, can I paint a picture where the mirror goes? And I was like, yeah. I said, think about it. I want you really to think about it because this is, you know, I want it to be something that you've thought through and not just like a scribble drawing or, you know, not like stick families and stuff like that. Anyway, I just told her, I said, think about what you want to draw before you, or paint. And she's kind of thinking, and then she said, I got it. So I had to leave to go get more primer for the basement, and I come back and I come up to I was looking for her because I got some more paintbrushes. I said, Michaela, I got paintbrushes. Anyway, she wasn't up here, so I walked in here and I looked at the wall where I would every morning, all the time, when I come into the bathroom, I go look at this wall, which had a mirror, and sometimes I would like how I looked and sometimes I didn't like how I looked, but that's what I was always focusing on. And so this is what she, from her 9-year-old little heart, painted, and I cried. So every morning when I get up, I do see an accurate, clear picture of who I am. And everybody who comes into the bathroom, they get to see a clear, accurate picture of who they are. The beauty of the cross. The gift. So this is a cool journey. And I'm going to be adding more stuff because it's like, wow, a lot of people, this is a hard one to come to grips with because it, everybody's a little defensive about it. They're kind of like, hey, you know, I don't have no problems, or there's nothing wrong with beauty. There's nothing wrong with getting my hair done. I got my hair done today. There's nothing wrong with, you know, lipstick. I got friends that sell mascara, lipstick, do hair, do all that stuff. No, there's nothing wrong with all those things. It's when those things control us, compare us, lie to us, and they try to say we're not enough. And so I just want you to go along this journey with me.